Hello and welcome to Agbodza Designs. Um, Today I felt the need to talk about Canva, which you can see is up on my screen. I do have Canva Pro because mainly because I need to be able to download into like SVG and PNG. I do a lot with Canva. But lately I've been seeing a lot of people online sort of trashing Canva. Actually, it's Threads in particular that's trashing Canva, and they're saying, oh, Canva is for amateurs. Okay, yes, it is very widely used by a lot of people now, but I am by no means an amateur, and I don't think I use it for amateur type things. So I do Illustrator. I use Illustrator, I use Photoshop, I use a lot of stuff, and I've been doing a lot of it for probably close to like 25 years. It's only over the last 2 years that I've gotten like very intimate with Illustrator. Before that, InDesign was like my go-to software. Before that was Photoshop. So I feel like I know all three pretty well. And I do create a lot in Illustrator. So like just clicking in there now, this is some couple designs I was making for a high school flag football team. And again, like my little messy canvas here, as you can see. But I have a little system, everybody's got their system. I don't create those types of things in Canva. Like I can't use the pen tool, and I can't there's a lot that I cannot do in Canva. But Canva is by no means for amateurs. For example, the sports teams that I was just showing you, all of this is mock-ups for my clients. They want it in black, they want it in white, they want it in purple, on a black shirt, on a white shirt, this, that. They always want some other view. And because I'm crazy, I usually make a couple of versions. Sometimes I try out different fonts. And as I was saying earlier, the part of the reason that I got Canva Pro was so that I could download an SVG file. I believe with the non-paid version, you can't do that. Your file formats are just, you just don't have as many options there. Besides the fact of like the graphics that you get, which is kind of convenient for me for some stuff, and I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, so again, these are just mock-ups. This was not for all for one job, but it's just a continuation. So as you can see, I have 73 pages of this year's designs that I've done for one particular school or school district. And that way I kind of keep it all together and I know where to find it. Other examples, same type of deal. Like this right here is my Etsy page images that I do in Canva. For me to spend the time to do this in Illustrator, it probably wouldn't take any longer, but Canva is clean. It sets up the art, I can be like, add a page, add a page, add a page, whereas Illustrator, I have to line everything up. Canva is a little more streamlined when I'm doing like mass types of stuff. It kind of does a lot for me. For instance, getting these mock-ups, I'm actually doing screenshots from Printify. So if I'm going to go into Printify, I'm going to go into my products. I was going to try to find that jewelry box so you can see what I'm talking about. So here's the jewelry box. If I hit the magnifying glass, it gives me Printify's mock-ups, which are great. Like this is a really nice image, but this one is usually like I want people to be able to see like boom, but it's just got a boring white background. So I do a quick little screenshot and I pop it over into Canva and paste. Now it comes in with a background, right? Well, in Canva, it's just like boop, boop, boo. See, now it automatically did it for me because it was already set to do that. But like you can do the background remover and then ta-da, there's no white background. So maybe this is for amateurs, but damn, it's a lot quicker than trying to go to Photoshop, remove the background, save it again, import it into Illustrator, lay it out into here. Already done. Because this doesn't need to be high resolution. And that's the thing. Like, this is low res for Etsy, my Etsy listings. That's all I need it for. And then when I'm coming over here, that's the other thing. I'm actually making two different file types for my particular listings. So I'm going to be, so I'm doing PNG, but I'm also doing MP4 because when I go over to my Etsy page, I don't have a lot of time to do extra video, but listings with a video do better. So I usually download one as a PNG, and then I do one as a video that just has like a slight bit of animation to it. That's all I do. It just kind of like zooms over or pans just so that there's movement. Um, so my account counts it as a video, and that will definitely improve my visibility on Etsy. So when people talk about Canva being for amateurs, yes, that's true, but don't let them tell you that professionals can't use it or don't use it, because we do. And it definitely has its place. I happen to show one thing that it can do. Um, but again, I've done a lot. I've done short little videos. Like here's a little video. I I had downloaded my and I don't know how to do video. So that's the thing. I don't do video. I don't know how to edit. Um, but Canva has a video where you're basically just putting it into the layout. So I put in my video that I had downloaded from one of these tutorials. I added a moving picture to the front and a moving picture to the back. And voila, I have a video that I then go ahead and I download as an MP4. It doesn't, it's very quick. And then I can use that for my YouTube channel, which is another thing that I've been trying to get going. So this is my personal one, but then I have my Agbodza designs. And that didn't show it. So we'll go to my channel and you can see I was able to create a couple of videos that have um, consistent look to it, without too much effort. So yeah, that's kind of what I was going to talk about today was Canva. If you have any, um, if you're a professional or an amateur, I don't really have a preference, because to me, if you're making things, whether it's hobby or fun, like I think that we have to stop gatekeeping creation and art. I think that Canva gives people the tools to do it a little easier. And that doesn't mean that they're no good or that they don't have something to contribute. I'm kind of tired of um, old school people saying, well, it's not real art. That's like saying that new music isn't real music. You know what? Just because it isn't the music that you remember or that you like doesn't mean that this new music isn't good. It actually, the accessibility is better, and that's a good thing. Everyone should have access to digital creation. Everyone should have access to, free software, and everyone should have access to anything that they can create. So that's all I have to say today. I hope you follow me and like it, and because I like my video, because I really want to do more videos. I think that's just like what I really, really need to do, because I have a lot to offer. And none of it is really, well, it's all connected at some point. So anyway, leave me a comment. Tell me what else you want to hear. Tell me what else you found Canva to be useful for, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.